Hi there. This is an introduction to the book of Philippians. This is a letter written by Paul. We know he's writing from Rome and he's imprisoned. He's not on his own, and he talks of other people that he's in prison with at some points, but also of Timothy, that faithful companion of his. And he writes to the church or the church groups that have formed in Philippi. Philippi was an important town in Macedonia, so it's the first city in Europe on the spread of the gospel. It's not the biggest city, not the capital city of Macedonia, that's Thessalonica, but the Emperor Julius Augustus seems to think of it as being something special, and it gives it a title of a colonial city, his colonial city of Philippi. The book of Philippians is interesting. It's 4 chapters long, so it probably was one single letter, even though it seemed to have a little gap or interruption at some point, but one single letter. And it's a great letter of encouragement. Some of Paul's letters, he seems to need to bring correction to different fellowships. He needs to help them focus on what they shouldn't be doing and what they must be doing in following Christ. But this is a great letter of encouragement. The letter opens with thanksgiving and prayers for the believers, and he talks about them sharing in the gospel. And this is an important theme, koinonia, the sharing in spreading the good news to other people. And although Paul is in chains, he uses this as a good example of how he might still advance the gospel. And there's the challenge for us when we think we're limited, what we might do for Christ. He encourages the people in Philippi to live a worthy life and imitate Christ. Paul was very, very aware of the immorality around the believers, the challenges of what a permissive Greek or Roman society might mean for them. And then Paul returns yet again to this sharing in, being co-workers for Jesus Christ. This letter, no one's ever questions its authenticity, because Paul so often draws on himself, his own experience, his own challenges, and his own faith. And he helps the believers focus in on what is the centre of their faith. What is their goal in serving Christ? Paul's letter to the Philippians is very helpful to us. It talks of those themes, it talks of gentleness, it talks of blessing others, of living a life that is a witness to Jesus in our lives. And in whatever situations we're in, the letter encourages us to be witnesses for Christ, even in adversity. And in that, the Lord himself gives thanks for his co-workers. I hope you enjoy the book of Philippians.